Okay, it's another really cold morning at 6 o'clock this morning. It said it was -2, but it felt like -4, and I'll believe it. It's still frosty. I'm still in my hoodie. It's like 8:30 and I haven't done anything. So I really got to get going, and I think first job today is a Bunnings run for some more framing timber and conduit. Now that the sun's out, it is day 13 and it's time to get these truck doors open and get some work done for the day. Like I said, Bunnings run for framing timber is pretty early on the agenda. We've also got some conduit and some paint and a few bits and pieces. I've got to start thinking about Starlink mounts. So I'm trying to open the door while I'm filming here. But yeah, I got to start thinking about Starlink mounts as well. It has these little latches here that are kind of difficult to do one-handed. There you go. That's one done. And I've also last night jumped on the website and I ordered the Thetford Triplex gas cooker and cooktop, which is the same as the one we have in the bus. That's been really good, so I just bit the bullet and went and ordered that one. And I also jumped on and grabbed bar stools, mattress for the queen bed, new doona, new sheets, new doona cover, a few other bits and pieces that we needed to make it all worth the delivery of the mattress. So that's all should be on its way. Hopefully today our fridge and washing machine should come from Harvey Norman, and the hot water system should come with the freight company today. So that's where we're up to. Framing timber, I've got to frame up those little, on that end of the bed there's going to be stairs, so I've got to do that, but Tom's got to fit the inverter first and run all the cabling and stuff, and then we'll close that off. Doors for the back, so we can let all this beautiful light in, is also next on the agenda. And then probably have to get in and order my cabinetry for this side, and then start laying out bathroom on that side. I think that's sort of the next things. And like I said, Starlink mount, it's really sort of driving me bonkers where I'm going to mount my Starlink, but that's something I have to figure out too. Oh, and Tom ordered an awning to go up there, so we can stand on this back deck area and have a little awning out the back when we want. So got to get to Toowoomba and pick that up at some time too. Okay, fiddling around with the layout a little bit. This piece of cardboard here is the lid from my shower tray box, so it is the same size as our shower and toilet area, which is 900 by 1200. And it does take up a big chunk of real estate in the bus. So currently this is how I think it's going in there, and then this will be our 800 wide PA door there out the side, and I'll have benches over here like cabinetry running this full wall, so that gives me a nice wide walkway, but also lets a lot of light and air flow through to the bed area, because just remembering this is a shower, so it'll have full height walls, so it will restrict the light and the airflow down into that corner. So I am then on this side I've got a fridge and a couch / day bed to go on the end. The day bed at the moment will be about 1700 long, which is passable. I think an Ali can sleep on there when she comes home to visit us. But if I turn it this way and still have my 800 here, I gain 300 mils there. So I'd end up with a 2 metre full-size single bed here for Ali, or potentially sneak in another cupboard. But I do think by the time this is then a full height wall, that kind of closes off half of the airflow and light to the bed area, And by the time I put a cabinet on that wall, it comes out 600. it only leaves me about a 650 gap, which, look, 650 is roughly 4 boards. So 1, 2, 3, 4 boards. Leaves me a gap out to about here to walk through, which is doable, but it'd be narrow. It would also be pretty hard. This would be about my sink or oven here, so I'd be arse up against the shower wall. So as much as I'd like to save some room and turn it that way, I'm pretty sure the shower cubicle is going to have to go that way. So I've got lots of room here for, you know, standing at the sink doing the dishes like a good little house bitch that I am. But this also just gives you a bit of an insight into what goes through our heads when we're doing a build. And with the bus, we took 18 months of procrastination. We're trying to do this build in 30 days for under 30 grand. Like, we're sort of rushing the decisions, but at the same time, I really don't want to make the wrong decision because it'll be costly and it will affect the usability of the space, because the layout in the bus is really usable. There's nothing about the bus layout that I would change. So once Tom gets that big inverter mounted, then I think the next real major job is to cut in this PA door. So then we can build a stud wall for the plumbing for the shower cubicle. And then once that's done and there's another wall on this end, then we can put in the fridge and about a 1.7 metre day bed / single bed on this side. Now last night I sat down and I found on the Caboodle 3D planner, which is just the best piece of free software going. I sat down and did a bit of a layout. On this wall I think we're going to have washing machine, sink, gas cooker, 450ml cutlery drawer, 900ml pantry, cupboards, like drawers, pull-out drawers for the food and Tupperware and stuff, 450ml cupboard like I have in the bus for desk and computer space, and that will leave me 920 here for my office space. Now, if I'm at my desk and I have this sun climbing in through the windows, back doors here, like I think we're going to, I don't know that I'm going to get much work done, because that's going to be, if I'm at the beach or the desert or something, that's going to be one hell of a distraction out the back door. But that also will mean that screen that's there for my computer will double as a screen for whoever's on the daybed couch. So second TV option. Main TV, same as in the bus, will be going up here on this wall at the foot of our bed. That's the plan at this stage. For the interior, things always change, but yeah, Tom's going to get that big box on. We've got to cut a door and we're going to swing our big doors here, which we're going to let in as much of that light as we can. Just a sneak peek, these are the doors that are going on the back. They are going inside the existing steel doors so that we can pin those back and then just have these guys letting all that beautiful sunlight in, and yet we can still button up the steel when we're stealth camping or when we're travelling. End of day 13, and we have done diddly fuck nothing on the truck build as far as actual construction goes, because we were going to do Bunnings and then frame in the door, and then Tom found a cheap second-hand caravan exterior door in Toowoomba. So we'll drive to Toowoomba because it's like say $600 cheaper than the next best thing we'd found. So drive to Toowoomba, get the caravan door, and then we had to go to King's and get an awning and some lights and another solar panel, and then we had to go to BCF, and I'm not sure what we got there, but we got something. What did we get at BCF? Isolator. And then we went to Supercheap, and I don't think we bought anything there. And then we went to Rotec Marine and we got some fuse box things, and then we got lunch, and then before you know it, it's like 3 o'clock. So that's day 13 busted. Didn't strike a blow on the truck. Oh, and we went to Bunnings on the way back as well. But hopefully we've got all geared up for things to do tomorrow and we do something productive tomorrow. False alarm, I thought we were done for the day, but Tom is going to decide he would mount the inverter, so he's screwing the very first holes in our wall in there now. And there's our caravan door that we got today. A few more of our supplies. So our big 5,000 watt inverter with its MPPT and everything is now installed. I get to look at it while I'm in bed, but it does make the screen easy to read. We know what we're doing. Hopefully this will be all connected tomorrow. We'll see where we go. Just having a bit of a disagreement about where power cords run because we don't have any internal stud walls as such, so trying to hide conduit and not make things look a hot mess is a bit of a challenge. But I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go along.